Hi, this is the book Ellie the Yellowfin, and it's by my friend of mine whose name is Mrs. Kaiser, and I did the illustrations. Ellie the Yellowfin lived with her mom, who tried to teach her how to be calm. Ellie loved to sing and dance, but she was not like other elephants. She wore a pink bow on the top of her head, but she couldn't be quiet no matter what she said. She tried to be quiet just like a mouse, but her voice could be heard throughout the whole house. After laughing and giggling and not being quiet, her mom would remind her she needed to try it. At school, her teacher always had to remind her that all young elephants had to be quieter. Ellie sat down with her friends to play a game. She laughed and shouted until she heard her name. Ellie. Not quite so loud, Ellie, please. Lower your voice. Her teacher told her not to make so much noise. I won't be quiet, Ellie said with a shout. Well then, said the teacher, you'll go to timeout. Her classmates quietly laughed and pointed at her. Ellie knew she wasn't quiet. Of that she was sure. Ellie stomped to the corner and sat down in the chair. She couldn't be quiet. It just wasn't fair. The teacher sternly told her, I know you're a kid, but now it's time for you to zip your lid. Ellie knew the teacher was simply frustrated, but Ellie didn't like being berated. When school was over, she went back home. Once she got there, Ellie started to moan. Mom, she cried as she complained how she felt. The other kids laughed and pointed at me, all because I didn't play quietly. It's okay, said her mom, patting her head. Some things can be yelled. Some things quietly said. You get excited and filled with joy. Then you're louder than every girl and boy. But there are times, and even some places, where you should be quiet and respect those spaces. Other places in time, it's okay to be loud, but sometimes you just need to follow the crowd. Where are those places? Young Ellie cried. Can I be loud when I'm playing outside? Of course. Outside is a good place to scream, or when you score a goal for your soccer team. It's okay if sometimes your little voice raises. But now, Ellie, can you tell me some of the quiet places? Ellie sat on the ground and adjusted her bow. Where are the quiet places? She didn't know. Slowly, she said, when students are taking a test, her mom added, or when it's time for you to rest. When you lay down in bed, it's time to sleep. You should not make a peep. And when it's nap time for your sister, that's a time you need to whisper. It'll take time, said Mom, but I know you can learn when it's time to listen and when it's your turn. Ellie, you have good ideas and a lot to say. You just need to do it the right way. It's okay to be loud in some noisy places, but you have to lower your voice in the quiet spaces. Ellie thought for a moment and then said with a shout, "I think I can do that. I will try it out." Ellie ran outside as her mom watched with a smile. She knew Ellie would learn, but it might take a while. I hope you enjoyed the book, Ellie the Elephant.